It's not my day off yet, but after work I went over to my parents for a roast dinner. Just missed the last people. I just missed Pip and Chris. But they gave me a present. They gave me some neon stuff for my home. There's a candle, there's a body wash, and there's like one of those relaxing lavender pen things. Then I've also been sent home with what I think might be all the macaroni pie. My mother's from the Caribbean. Of course we have macaroni pie with a roast dinner. And then my mum was just like, oh, and take the brownies with you. So I have chocolate brownies too. I said I try to keep something nice in the house for Tuesday when Mum comes over for a cup of tea, because I can't get into drowning. I can't get into aquafit. Anyway, as I said, this isn't my day off, so let's start the video properly on Tuesday. What the crap was that? Morning. Ah, Debs, wake up. It took me forever to get booked onto drowning this week. Well, for today anyway. But one appeared yesterday. I snapped it up. So yeah. Off to drowning. Hello. My dad just left. I've just seen all the squirrels. It's so much fun. It's proper squirrel watch back here. I need to get some stuff on my spots. Is it drowning this morning? Because it's like, is it 2 o'clock now and I still haven't had my shower? Yes, it is 2 minutes past 2. Just getting ready to have my shower. After drowning, I went back to my mum and dad's house, had a cup of tea, had some cake, because there was some cake left from Sunday when they had a Sunday dinner. Also celebrating some birthdays, because it was both Pip and Chris's birthdays recently, and my cousin's birthday was recently as well. So we just got one big cake. I kept calling it a funfetti cake. It wasn't a funfetti cake. And then I watched Strictly on Saturday, but my mum hadn't watched it, so we watched Strictly so my mum could catch up. And then my dad came back and helped me be the Radiators, because we realised that the radiator key was on my spare keys. I did not look at my spare keys at all when looking for the radiator key. You know, sometimes it just completely goes out of your head. I've got no plans today. Well, nothing in the diary anyway. So I have noticed there's a couple of bits I need to pick up from the shop, so I've got some cash that I can go on that. After bleeding the radiators, my boiler it just said it was a bit low, so we've reset that. After 15 minutes it was fine, because it says if it takes longer than 15 minutes there might be a problem. But no, I think it was just because a lot of air came out of the radiator in the living room, so I think that just pushed it down a little bit. But yeah, we've gone around and put everything on 4, and we're just waiting for everything to heat up. We think that the bathroom radiator will be the last one to heat up. Plus, it's taller and higher, and we don't really know how the water gets moved around. I knew that the living room one was the one that probably needed doing the most, because I've been hearing it gurgling for about a week. I watched so many YouTube videos on how to do it, but obviously my dad gave me some better tips on how to do it. So basically, if you want to do a radiator, don't like full on whack it open. Just do it like a tiny little smidge. If there's water, make sure you've got a towel or something to soak it up nearby. Don't just throw this. I've got a bit of dry skin on my ear, so I'm just wondering if I just need to leave it earring free for a couple of days. But all the videos I saw a towel underneath the radiator, as well as a smaller one to handle any leaks. But yeah, I know how to bleed radiators now. You know, when you go through life, this is not something you always think about. But yeah, so now I'm going to have a shower, see if I can get a couple of videos filmed today, because I think I've got about 5 books that I finished recently that I haven't made videos for, including something that's a little bit festive. So yeah, that's in preparation for possible Christmas videos, which I've no idea what I'm doing for Christmas at this point, but the videos do take me into December of the unedited stuff. So if I can film a couple of videos today, get at least one video edited today, because at the moment I am in the process of editing the Miranda Hart book video. So yeah, I want to get that sorted. I learned something today on bleeding my radiators. But yeah, it was the other night, because my mum hosted 12 people on Sunday, and I wasn't there because I was working, and apparently everybody missed me. They were just like, is Deb's going to be there? And they were just like, no, she's working. It was like, oh, but I'm sure I'll be seeing people soon. Pip and Chris, who was the plumber and fitted my kitchen and my bathroom, they got me a little housewarming gift. Oh, that's upside down. They got me some neon stuff. Yeah, so I have got a Cocooning Real Luxury Shower Cream. This has lavender, geranium and cedarwood. So that is lovely. I've also been given a Real Luxury scented candle. So this one is lavender, jasmine and sandalwood. It's all the lavender. It's going to make me very sleepy, but that's all right. Designed to help you feel calm and reduce stress. And then the other one in here is a calming pen. Rollerball calming pen. So this one has lavender, Roman chamomile and sweet orange. So I'm looking forward to using that. But yeah, so thank you so much, Liv and Grace. I don't think they'll ever watch this video, but some lovely stuff I've got there. Thank you very much for my housewarming present. So yeah, now I'm going to have a shower. I've needed a shower for a couple of days, but when I'm working, it is pointless because I work around oil and oil just gets everywhere. But yeah, there's a nice bag I can keep hold of for things. Are a couple of things I need to pick up at the shops. I'm trying to work out if I do actually want to get any more squash or if I should just try and just force myself to drink water without anything else in it. Because to be honest, as long as I have ice, I'm fine. I don't like a temperature, like a room temperature water. It has to be a cold water. So as long as I've got ice, which reminds me I need to fill up my ice thing. I like the fact that my fridge is actually looking quite full at the moment, but it's because my parents are giving me leftovers and I've got a couple of sweet things in there as well. So yeah, my mum was even trying to give me the rest of the, what was it, there's some sort of lemon dessert they've got at home, was it a lemon cheesecake or something? And it was just like, I'm sure I can go over tomorrow and help you get rid of the desserts. But yeah, so look, I've got a fairly full fridge. I've still got quite a full freezer, so I don't need anything for the freezer. What was it? I've got milk because I picked that up last night. What was it that I needed? It was only a couple of things. As I think, I'll go into the kitchen. Apples. I need apples. I need to stock up on apples. I think it's just apples and then possibly squash. I've got a couple of bananas there. The thing is, though, do I actually want to get squash or do I want to force it? Because if it's not in the house, I won't drink it and I'll just go, let's just have a glass of water. So maybe just water and tea is the way to go. I've got some nice cookies in here. Oh, I might be able to do a stir fry because there's some veggies I need to use up. But yeah, I have been given a huge thing of macaroni pie. I had to swap it out into another lunchbox because my mum wanted hers back. But the thing is, both me and my mum have these same lunchboxes, these Tupperware boxes that can go in the freezer and stuff. So yeah. I've got, my mum gave me chocolate brownies. Cheese! I need to buy cheese. As I said, it's only a couple of things that I want to get, but it's nice to get it when I'm on my day off. But anyway, I really want to have a shower and just crank out at least 2 videos while I've still got some daylight. I will say, though, I think both me and my mum are already obsessed with this song, and I introduced my dad to it as well, and it's, I want a pretty little dead thing to hang upon the wall. My mum has said, because I've got 2 weeks off for my birthday in February next year, and so my mum was just like, do you want to do a trip to London? I was like, yeah. So I think the idea is we might look at Paddington tickets for my birthday. But I must admit, though, because we want to take my niece to London at some point to see a West End show, because we know she can sit through it now. She's 8. She'll be 9 by the time we go, actually, if we decide to bring Lucy along as well. I can't believe she's such a little grown-up. She had her school residential this year. I mean, I went when I was in year 6 for my residential to Robin Hood's Bay, and she's just come back from Robin Hood's Bay, and she is in year 4. But I'm so proud of her. She is so sweet, and I'm saying she's one of those who's been here before. I wouldn't be surprised if both the grandparents are in there. As in my grandparents, her great-grandparents. Because when I was talking to my mum in the car on the way to Rounding, it was just like, so which grandparents do we think Lucy is reincarnated from? And I was there thinking, actually, I think she's got a bit of both of them in there. Is this me saying I believe in reincarnation? Kind of. I do believe that some people have been here before, genuinely. And I'm sure there's people who don't need to come back. But I think some people do get multiple attempts, and it is very obvious when they have been here before. All right, let's see if I can get my hair a bit of a detangle before I wash it. But I have seen the thing saying that actually it's a good idea to brush your hair before you wash it. So this jumper glows in the dark. So when we go to Disney for Christmas, the Hocus Pocus jumper is definitely coming with me. But anyway, I'm getting a bit of a headache. I think I just haven't drunk enough today, so I'll just have paracetamol and some water. and get this hair washed. Peace out. Alright, I just got out of the shower. While I was in there, I was just there thinking, I need to remember that I need stamps and an envelope so I can send the tax stuff back. So, and I know that the shop across the road doesn't have a stationery section. There is a Co-op a bit further around the corner which may have stamps. May. But I don't know if it have envelopes. So, and I also need to figure out what the shortcut is. I need to find like a walking map so I can figure out what the shortcut is to that Co-op. Other option would be just to go into town and go to the big supermarket because they will definitely have what I need. I'm kind of tempted to give the Co-op a go first. But as I said, I need to get up a walking map so that I can figure out the shortcut. It's only about 10 minutes to get there. Sophie, a few doors down, did say that there was a cut through. And I know there is because after I walked there a couple of weeks ago, there is like a dog cycle path next to it. So I used part of that and then went through a shortcut which took me through an old friend's estate. But that wasn't, I'm not sure if that is the shortcut that Sophie was talking about. So I need to look it up. Time to get dressed. Alright, I did find kind of a walking map online, which is giving me an idea, but it's one of those things where I think it might be easy to try and figure out on the way back rather than on the way there. Alright, do I know what I need? Apples. Possibly some squash. Stamps in an envelope, if they've got it. Right, there's a post box right outside the Co-op. That's good to know. Managed to get some stamps, just not any envelopes. They only sell them with cards. So, and I need a bigger envelope because of the paper that's going in it. So, yeah. And I know the shop across the road doesn't. So I go down the back and figure out the route based on the hill. I think I roughly know which way to go. Let's figure this out, shall we? Well, I just figured out where not to go. Just on a loop. But yeah. I'm just thinking, oh, is there like a bike track through the bottom of this estate? No, there isn't. So I think I figured it out now. Basically, I did this walk a lot when I was at school. I'm seeing some fantastic Halloween decorations though. Like spiderweb in front of the house type. Intruder. Zombie zone. I love seeing people's decks. Halloween, Christmas. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna look. So I think I figured out the cut through. Thing is though, I'm not sure if there was actually much difference in the route. It's just that the route that I've been doing is flatter. The other one goes into the estate behind and there's a hill up and down. So yeah, basically where I ended up doing the loop, I think is the estate behind me. But there is no cut through from my estate. But I think that's where I ended up doing the loop. The estate behind me, because it's the next one along that has the cut through up and through to the bike track. So yeah, it's a lot warmer than I thought it was. I'll leave this top on to film one video. But yeah. So the only thing I couldn't get was envelopes. But that's fine. I did manage to get some stamps, so I managed to get some of it. Because I just asked, because there was nobody, there was the self-service and there was nobody behind the till. So he saw me waiting and he was like, oh, do you need a hand? I was just wondering if you had any stamps, first class stamps, anything like that. And he was just like, oh, I'm not sure, I think we might be out, but I'll check for you. I managed to get the last one. So that was like, and then I said, you don't happen to have any just envelopes, do you? And he was just like, no, only with the cards, the birthday cards and that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I thought I had enough cash on me, but I was looking at the coins thinking I cannot be able to count anything, so I just popped it on a card instead. Not that it's anything interesting. I managed to get some apples. I was staring at the fruit section going, I can't see any apples here, I can see bananas, but I don't need bananas, I'm fine for them. So I was just there, well, the guy was there, and I was going, oh, you got any apples? And I realised he stood right in front of them. I was like, oh, I see them. And he got out of the way for me. I got some hot chocolate. This was actually a cheaper one, the one that you just swell into milk. Because normally I get the ones that you can have with water. I think, to be fair, you can probably do this with water, but it does recommend doing it with milk. And then I wasn't sure, but I ended up getting some summer fruits. Squash. It's only that one, but that'll do me because, as I said, like, I don't really use that much. It says 4 times the strength. I'll be putting a drop of that into water. I really don't use that much. Mini haul. And the stamps, which I popped in the back of the zippy bit because they're small. There you go. It's like, it's 4 enough? It's just like, yeah, to be fine in either one. So yeah, tomorrow I'll venture out and get some envelopes. To be honest, I might be able to just get one from my parents' house. They always have envelopes. So yeah, but it would be nice to just put together like a little stationery haul for the flat. So I've got things, because I've got Christmas cards at the moment, but I think it's always handy because my mum and dad have one where they've just got a box which has cards in it for all occasions. So there's like birthday cards, congratulations cards, moving house cards, just abundance. I think I got the word abundance in my brain because of watching Strictly. Because he said that a couple of times to Craig, that Strictly just gone, which was Stefan's last answer before he pulled out. Which was a shame, because I would have really liked to have seen him go far. I felt like he was really improving, but alas, it was not meant to be. But I'm sure we'll still see Diane in the background. Diane, I think she's a really, really good teacher. It's weird, though, that because last year I didn't get into Strictly, and she won it last year with Chris. But yeah, there's nothing urgently fridge here. But yeah, so I've got the stamps. Let's pop them on there for now. Need to get some envelopes. Ugh, I'm boiling. So after looking at like Google Maps and trying to find a walking map on my computer, I've just looked up my nearest postbox. And on it are dashes for the walking routes. Why didn't I just go to the postbox one? I've just eaten a banana. That's why I've got the banana skin here. I need to pop it in the bin. But yeah, all the little like walking paths and bike paths around here are dotted out on the postbox map. Who knew? I now know where my nearest postboxes are. As I said, I have stamps. I just don't have an envelope to pop it in. Unless I reuse the one that it came in and put the sticker. That might be an idea, actually. I'm not sure if I'll get away with it because it just says delivered by, but there is a sticker on the back as to where it needs to go to. I don't think I'll get away with reusing that one. Oh well. I don't have any paper as well. As I said, I just need like a little stationery collection. So, I mean, I'm off tomorrow and I'm also off on Thursday during the day. So that might be an idea to go and sort out a little stationery thing. Because I've got my little, I say stationery. Because at the moment I've just got the Tesco and stuff displayed on here. These are receipts. I've got pens and stuff in here. What have I got on this side? That's more technology stuff. I've got batteries in there. I've got some little... What's that? Oh, that's a practical stationery set. I did not realise I had that. That's good to know. I'm just waiting for my washing machine to end so that I can film a video. So it wasn't very long left on it. I've just got a headache today. So I'm thinking, do I want another cup of tea? I don't think I do. I think I just need to stick to the water for now. Maybe I do need some sugar. As I said, I did just have a banana. Yeah, it is the height difference in the different squashes. But this has lasted through this kitchen being built, the bathroom being done. So I've had this for a very, very long time. It's nice to get some hot chocolate. Aha! The washing machine is done. I can get all that stuff in the dryer now. Dryer on. I should have kind of made the video and then put the dryer on. Oh well. Yeah, just watching the end of a Shabba and Jamie take on Am I the Arsehole? I do like Shabba and Jamie. If you don't know who they are, it's Jamie Rains and Shabba. Because I don't actually know what Shabba's surname is. She used to use the nickname Lemon because I think that has something to do with her surname, but I don't actually know. To be fair, she might be hyphenated at this point because they're married. I'm seeing all the stuff about Hunger Games on stage. We read it just the right time. That must have, it sounds like that first preview was plagued. Like queuing for an hour outside, them seeing things still being built, doors being put on, and then them finally getting in and them not really acknowledging the fact that the set wasn't quite ready, but admitting that they could have cancelled the first show, and then also finding out that one of the actresses was sick, so they've got, I think they said, do they have to say they've got somebody off stage, the understudy off stage reading in, because when it's in previews there's no understudies. Believe it or not, they don't actually get understudies sorted until the show is officially in motion. It's probably so that they're not learning things only for things to change. They only want them to learn the show once it's fully in place. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's me figuring out why they don't actually have understudies during rehearsals.
Just to clarify, they do have understudies in the rehearsal process, but they don't get the understudies to learn the full thing until after the show's been completely set. So this is why, if your show's in previews and somebody's off sick, why any understudies will probably have a script in their hand, because they haven't had a full rehearsal. And as I said in the video, because things are prone to change so much in the previews, so they only get to learn the full track once the show's fully set in place. Just clarifying.
But yeah, so I think they've got the understudy off stage reading the lines, and then they had a stunt person on stage. Was it for the actress playing Rue? I'm not completely sure. But yeah, I'll do I want to film and then, yeah, because I'm going to lose light because it's already 4:10 and we're October. It's going to get dark real quick. So yeah, I think I might film this video and then I'll get back to Shaba and Jamie. I like them, and Shaba, go stream her music, is so good. When I was a kid, I was fucking weird. That is such a good song. That is like my anthem. 20 years on and I'm still real fucking weird. I need to figure out what book I want to talk about right now, and then I can edit a video and then do a couple of episodes of Criminal Minds, because I haven't had a binge of Criminal Minds in a while. Because as I said, like last night I was watching Hunger Games, and then I watched some YouTube videos in bed. So yeah, it is nice to know though that tomorrow I don't need an alarm. I mean, I'll probably wake up at 8 anyway, because my body naturally wakes up at 8 at the moment, even though my body doesn't usually have to be awake until 8:30 based on my alarm. But yeah, so I've got, most of my radiators are feeling a little warm at the top. That's it. But it's like barely lukewarm, but there is a little bit of heat there. A little bit. I just managed to slice my I don't even know how I managed to just slice my finger open, but yeah, I was just whacking up all of the temperatures. It feels like this one is warming up a little bit more. I basically whacked all of them up, and I've set the temperature up a lot higher as well, just to see if that does anything. But my bathroom radiator is not quite getting hot at all. So, yeah, that's just still absolutely freezing all the way through. So the bathroom radiator is definitely not working. Where have my... Oh, it's right in front of me. As I'm there. But I did see a thing saying make sure it's not in summer mode. It's like, I don't know. Thing is, it's not coming up with a fault. I might have to call Chris and say we've noticed that radiators aren't getting that hot. To be fair, I've been in here a month, so it's not like I've been living forever without heat. And to be fair, when I look at the home app that I have, it does say it has been doing things. Yeah, that temperature still says it's 19, and I whacked it up just to 24 just to give it a chance to do something. I have only just done that though. But it just doesn't feel like the radiators are getting that hot. There's always something, isn't there? I am wondering if it's just something going on the boiler, because it feels like more like a boiler fault than it is a radiator fault. Obviously, because like the bathroom one is brand new. And I'm getting hot water. Boiler status. It says the pressure's okay, because we sorted that out earlier. I'm just basically whacking everything up and seeing what happens. And it's the fact that I haven't really had to have the radiators on. I've just got it on a schedule, but I haven't had to have it on very hot. Just going around touching radiators. That one's getting a little bit of heat. There's nothing going to the bathroom one. My living room one does feel like it's getting warmer. Or is that just me being... Is that just wishful thinking? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to text Chris. Don't like bothering him. But obviously he helped to commission the boiler, so... Yeah. Honestly, have no idea how I managed to do this. I have heat. And Chris will have a saga to read when he texts his messages. Because my dad said, message Chris and just let him know what's going on. But then we looked at the manual, which I couldn't really get much information from. Because we couldn't just find this thing on like the optimal settings. And my dad doesn't have a combi boiler, so he doesn't know what it is at all. The settings for the water was right. The settings for the heat was wrong. So we whacked it up, and then that worked at heating all the other radiators except for the bathroom one. And because when my dad arrived, he was like, why did you torque it on the floor? And it was just like, because something said that it might just be that it's not on all the way, and I didn't know what tool to use or what I was doing in regards to turning on the radiator. So I just left it and just thought Dad could look at it. Like, I don't know radiators. This is something I've never thought about before. But then as soon as he used the spanner to turn it on, whoosh, I have heat. Alright, I'm going to... It's getting dark now, so I'm going to close this blind. And let's figure out what I want for dinner. But I had my mum on FaceTime going, we figured it out together. My dad was there going, I did all the work. It was just like, yeah, but I was the one Googling things and figuring out what settings everything had to be on. But yeah, just as my dad whacked the settings up, I was stood right next to the kitchen radiator. And I was like, oh, I got a warm tush. Alright, do I want macaroni pie? I had pasta yesterday, so I think I might do something else. I do need to chop up these veggies. These veggies need using. So, I've got some stir-fry sauce that needs using as well, actually. I'll cut up all the peppers. I'll make a one big sauce. I've got some garlic there. I had garlic, so I can use some garlic. Which sauce have I got? I've got sweet chilli and just a general stir-fry sauce. Oh, it's a katsu. I might give the katsu one. My fridge is about to start beeping at me, I know it. Cheese! That's what I forgot to buy. I've got like half the block, it should be fine. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do like a stir-fry type situation, because I've got some stir-fry noodles in here that probably need using up. But I'll do the noodles separate to the sauce, so that I can cook off a big sauce that I can eat throughout the week. I keep forgetting I have crisps because I hide them. Time to cook. So I'll turn some lights off. Turn big light off now. Oh, it feels so nice and warm in here. Thing is though, I didn't notice that the radiators weren't getting that warm, because the first thing I do when I get in from work is I put my hoodie on. I put on some long pyjamas and this fluffy thing goes on, and that warms me up nicely. To be honest, I've also got a onesie which has got that same material. So yeah. Anyway, let's figure out some food. So originally I was going to chop up all the veggies and cook them. Decided to put the rest in the freezer. I also just remembered that I had mushrooms in the freezer, so I've just popped them in, making a nice sauce. That katsu sauce is really nice. So yeah, just letting that cook off. I might see if I can Google a way to thicken sauces without flour, because I don't have any flour. Yeah, is there a way to do it without flour? I'm not sure if there is, but I'll Google it, see if anything comes up. So, a lot of options do say to put flour and butter and flour and that kind of thing, but apparently just butter by itself can be enough to thicken a sauce. Well, it's using up my butter, because I didn't realise there was butter in my fridge already when I did a shop, one of my first shops, and bought butter. It was like, oh wait, now I've got 2 big things of butter, and I don't really use butter very often. I'm slowly figuring out things that I'm missing, as I don't have, like my little stationery thing, because I did mention to my dad, oh, what reminds me, I need envelopes. He was like, why do you need an envelope? It was just like, because I've got this paperwork that's due sending back to the accountants, and I don't know if she'll need it sooner than when I'm meeting up with her. And he was just like, just ask her. Amazing how quickly a minute goes by when you're cooking, as opposed to the minute that goes by when you're planking. This is so tasty. And it's just veggies and noodles with that katsu sauce. And yes, I do have a fork and a spoon so that I can soak up the sauce afterwards. Good on you for remembering the mushrooms, Debs. Alright, let's settle into an episode of Criminal Minds. Yes, I can eat and watch Criminal Minds at the same time. It's not as gory as you think it is. Well, let's wait until what episode I end up on. But anyway, I did manage to get the sauce a little bit thicker, but I do think I need to get some flour or some corn flour so that I can thicken stuff up properly. It feels so strange to say that Criminal Minds is on Disney Plus, but we know it's not the same thing. Okay. I've also got the other episode of Grey's Anatomy to catch up on as well, actually. But yeah, just watch the end of this YouTube video, and then I am on season 6, episode 17. It's not that far to go, really. That was messy, but delicious. Yeah, just a katsu sauce with veggies, noodles. Because I couldn't thicken the sauce that much, I've just got sauce everywhere. And because I couldn't thicken the sauce that much, it felt like more like a katsu noodle soup. Oh, but it was so tasty. I feel like I need my salted chocolate now to cleanse the palate. Yes, I've just cleaned my face and put on like this tinted lip thing. Like completely the wrong shade. It's kind of got like a pinky gold kind of thing going on. Oh, that dinner was lovely. I feel like my ear's coming down. I've been moisturising it a lot. It just got really... It was only the one ear as well. No, this one's fine. But this ear was just getting a bit dry and flaky. So I've just given it a break for a couple of days. And just moisturising the ear a little bit. That seems to be working. But yeah, I think I might say goodnight. I've got my sea salt dark chocolate. I had dessert and palate cleanser. But to be fair, I've got some nice cookies in there as well. This is the palate cleanser. If I decide to have a cookie later, that's on me. But yeah, I think I might say goodnight because nothing else is going to happen. I'm just going to veg out on the sofa watching Criminal Minds and possibly edit my Miranda video. So yeah, thanks for coming around for me finding the shortcut. I say shortcut. It just stops me from going out onto the road, but there's a hill involved, both up and down. So yeah, the other way is just straight. But I did figure out how to get to the co-op from here the other way. And you saw me and, well, you didn't see my dad because no way my dad's getting on camera. But he's retired. He just doesn't like the idea of anybody knowing who he is. Yeah, we joke that he's a spy. He always used to get stopped at the airport. But yeah. No, we knew what he did. We all know what he did. Yeah. It sounds really ominous, doesn't it? No, he was a senior civil servant. Like, it's not that exciting. But yeah, so now I have radiators that work because it was just on too low a setting for it to pump the heat round. So yeah, that's all done. And it turns out that my bathroom radiator has been off this entire time, which I wasn't actually that surprised by. But at least now my towels will get dry. Win. So yeah, thank you so much for watching day 1, and I will see you in the morning. Bye. Morning. It's 11:20. I first woke up at 8 and was just like, I need to close my eyes again. So I did. And then the next time I woke up was at 10 o'clock. I haven't slept until 10 in a very, very, very long time. My body obviously needed it. So I just see, like, the bedhead that's happening right now. If you're a bit squeamish, I recommend looking away. But that is what I did to my finger yesterday. I was running my hand across the top of the radiators and to the bottom of the radiators to check that they were working, and somehow sliced my finger. And it was bleeding for quite a bit, but now it's just a slice. Yes, it's not bleeding, it's just a slice in the skin at this point. Gross, I know. Can you believe it? This was bought for a Halloween costume, this top. It was in Disney, and my niece had a Cruella de Vil costume that she was convinced she was going to be Cruella for the Halloween party at Disney World, and so we were her puppies. So me, my sister and my mum all have the same spotty top. I have a feeling this was not the one that I had because it was purple stained from my Loungefly, which has purple straps on it, which I need to find a way to stop that from happening because that's coming back to Disney with me next year. But I need to see if I can find a spray or something just to protect the dye so that it doesn't transfer. It was only on the lighter tops that the purple was transferring, so I need to figure out that at some point. I have put in earrings today. I feel weird not wearing them, but I must admit this ear is feeling so much better after moisturising it pretty much all day yesterday. I washed my hair yesterday, but it'll get washed tomorrow because I'm doing drowning, I'm doing aquafit. I don't really know what the plan is today. I think the idea that I will see the parents at some point, I just don't know when. Maybe I'm going over for dinner or something, I don't know. But I do have leftovers. I have that katsu veggie thing that I did, that stir fry that I did yesterday. And I was thinking, I mean, it tasted really nice just with the veggies. But I can cook off some chicken to go with it as well. So I do want to film some videos. I've got some eggs that probably need using up. So I might do something with the eggs for breakfast. Do I want poached egg? Do I just want to do like a little plain omelette or something? I don't know. I'm watching the Mariska Hargitay interview on Good Hang with Amy Poehler. I've never really had an opinion on Mariska. Is it Mariska or is it Mariska? I'm not sure. I've never really had an opinion on it because I've never really watched the show. Clips that I have seen of it are actually my kind of thing. So, but there's a lot of seasons. There's like, is it like 30 seasons at this point? There's a lot of seasons. But she seems like a nice person. And the fact that she's actually saying that she actually started in comedy and she was convinced she was going to be a comedian. So then she ended up in drama, and it was completely the opposite of what she thought she was going to end up doing. So it's so interesting. I love this podcast so much. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, time for breakfast. I will say, though, the serum I've been using on my spots is working so well. I've got actually some Elemis stuff, which is great because I actually work with Elemis. So, but it's from the Dynamic Resurfacing range. I've got a serum that I use whenever I get like a spot, and it just seems to stop it in its tracks. It's brilliant. Yeah. So if you're somebody who struggles with a lot of spots, because I mean, I'm not a particularly spotty person, but you know, this is very much hormonal. This area is a hormonal breakout area, and with my changes to the pill recently, it was kind of inevitable that I would end up with some spots in the breakout area. If you struggle at all, I definitely recommend the Dynamic Resurfacing range from Elemis. And yes, I work with it, but I'm not being paid to talk about it. Oh no, I just think it's a really good, and to be honest, I missed having Elemis when we didn't have Elemis at work. So it was Elemis when I first started, and then we moved on to Natura Bissé, which I did love that brand so much, but it was very expensive, and it was very hard to retail at my job. I mean, I did sell a few things over the years that we had it, but I think it wasn't as well known as Elemis, so it's nice to have something that people know and trust. And they do have lots of variations for different skin types. And there's some new stuff that I didn't know about, because obviously it's been a couple of years since I worked with Elemis. If you suffer with spots, Dynamic Resurfacing range is the one for you. I'm just going to say that. It's brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to go figure out what I want to eat.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo.
I've just been editing a bit of today's video. It's bird and squirrel watch. But I got a call from my dad saying that they're actually in town at the moment and that he was going to pick up some envelopes for me. I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I think they're going to hop to the shops, come over here for a cup of tea. I think they're just walking. But I've had my breakfast, I've got my cup of tea, imported some of today's clips into the vlog, because I found that if I try to keep on top of it and just do my days off on the day that I'm off, it makes it a lot easier to edit than trying to do it all in one go. But at this point, you know, I've just started day 2 and I'm already at a 40-minute vlog. So this is going to be a long one, peeps. Yeah, I don't know if there's time for me to film a video before the rents arrive. But I have stuff everywhere, so I do want a bit of a tidy up. Yeah, I just need to put things away. Some things can just hang up. I've got a bag there that can hang up. I've got a bin that needs to go out. Yeah, it's just tidying the dining room table, basically, because it's just the dubbing zone. Yeah, got a bit of country radio on. Parents just left. As I said, they bought me some envelopes, so they're going to post that for me, so I can let Kate know it's on its way back. Yeah, there's literally nothing in the diary today. I see my mum and dad, so yeah, I think today's going to be a quiet day. Because I did my shopping yesterday as well. I went to the co-op, so I don't need anything else. I can just chill, make videos, edit videos, and probably watch the end of this season of Criminal Minds. I thought I'd lost one of my slippers. I even mentioned it to my mum and dad while they were here, that I had one slipper here and I didn't know where the other one was, and how I was like tearing this place apart trying to find it and I just couldn't find it, and how I was going to pray to the borrowers and the spider that forced me to wear these on the day that I broke the bowl. Because if I didn't tell you, I broke a bowl, porridge everywhere. I took like an hour cleaning up my kitchen after that. I just thought, I'm just going to check the box that has my pyjamas in it. It was in there. My slippers have been reunited. But my dad was saying that because they don't watch my YouTube videos, of course they don't. But he was just like, oh, you need to put together like a transformation of the flat. And it was just like, it technically already exists. I just need to isolate it. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. So I need to create a separate video for the family, which just includes the transformation of the flat. So I think I might do that for them today. I need to put you down. Put the box back. But yeah, I use these storage boxes. At some point I need to go through my pyjamas to sort them out. But yes, now I can text my parents and going, I just found the other one. He was praying to the borrowers does work. I just filmed my video on my rewatch and reread of the Hunger Games, and I just made the decision that I want to read the final chapter of this again, because it was reading the final chapter of this that made me want to reread it. And then I was just like, oh, where are the movies at the moment? Paramount Plus, at least for me anyway. So yeah. I just reread it like quite a few times. Oh, as I felt compelled to tell them all about Maisie Donna, former owner of the Mockingjay pin. Katniss's Mockingjay pin. How Sid loved the stars. Before I knew it, they all came tumbling out. Family, tributes, friends, comrades in arms, everybody, even my love. I finally told our story. A few days after that, Katniss showed up with the old basket filled with goose eggs. Not to eat, to hatch. I raided a few different nests so they can breed all night. Never mind that we had roast goose for dinner. She's not an easy person. She likes me, Peter always said. But she was always smarter than me or luckier. She's the one who finally kept that sun from rising. I know one thing, though. The capital can never take Lenore Dover from me again. They never really did in the first place. Nothing you can take from me was ever worth keeping, and she is the most precious thing I've ever known. When I tell her that, she always says, I love you like all fire. And I reply, I love you like all fire too. I feel like I want to reread How He Won again. Because when I see the different interpretations of what happened, and it was just like, I read it in a different way. Now, there are rules about breaking out of the arena and using the force field to win. Possibly they are implied, but I've never heard them mentioned. So what am I, a rascal, a cheater even maybe, but clearly I do not rise to the standard of a rebel. It's so much like Katniss, isn't it? How can people say that this was written to just be adapted? I feel like there's so much to this. I think we just have different experiences. Oh. I've seen so many interpretations of people saying that he kind of did it on purpose. It was like a very last minute thing that he did, when he was just like, oh yeah, I remember what the force field does. It bounces back. So we use it to his advantage. It's just like, oh, yeah, my brain's going everywhere. It says, that's when I remember the force field and what happens to dropped objects. I watched breathless for what the love of my life would call poetic justice. Silka stands there, her hand against her gutting eye socket. Her good eye squints at my gut, estimating the arrival time of my death. Then there's the return of the whistle, a moment of confusion as the spinning axe catches the sunlight, and the dull sickening sound as it lodges in her head. Ew. So obviously his whole thing in there, his goal, the goal that he was given and which he tries to carry out, is to use the arena against the arena. And in his last moments, he's trying to completely destroy it, and in the process, not give them a victor. Which is what Katniss and Peter try to do. Oh, it is so good! Oh. Just checking in to say goodnight. It's like 10 to 11. I finished off season 6 of Criminal Minds and just watched a couple of episodes of keep want to call it Not Dead Yet. It's not. Is it called Not Dead Yet? I don't think it is. Is it called Not Dead Yet? The one based on Confessions by Alexandra Potter. I know why the title of the show keeps going out of my head so much. But yeah, so I just watched the end of an episode, and then I'm gonna turn my makeup off and put my jammies on and things. But I've just been emailing EDF because I don't think I'm being charged properly for my gas usage. So I have a smart meter, but I was told that because of the location of it, it may not work as an e-meter and I may have to manually submit it, which is what I have been doing since I moved in, because I realised that there didn't be any data on my gas usage on the app. So I've been submitting it, but I'm still not getting any data under that on my EDF app. So I've just emailed them just to say, this is what's going on, this is when it was installed, this is when I moved in, and I'm just not getting any data or charges, so can you help me? Just like, if I'm not being charged for what I'm using, at some point I'm going to end up with a big bill. I'd rather deal with this now than later. There's always something. But yeah, I'm drowning in the morning, I'm driving myself there. Normally Mum picks me up on the way, but she's helping sort my niece out for school in the morning because I think my sister is working. So yeah, I'll be driving myself and meeting my mum there. I don't think I've got singing. No, I don't have singing lesson tomorrow. It's next week. So yeah, we might go for tea afterwards. There's a cafe that we go to with some friends from Drowning. If you don't, you probably heard me refer to it as Drowning all the way through this vlog. It's Aquafit, but my mum is like 5'4", and on the first lesson she ended up in the deep end where she couldn't really touch the bottom of the pool, and so since then me, my sister and my mum have referred to it as drowning lessons rather than Aquafit. So I try not to make this too long a vlog, though I must admit I have had a couple of comments saying that they like the long vlogs, you know, like over an hour vlog for 3 days, so It's me getting the hang of like what's actually interesting to film, but then I know what I like watching long vlogs where people are just doing things and also doing nothing. Why is it so satisfying to watch people do nothing? I don't know. Just watching people getting on with their lives is kind of fascinating to me. Which is why reality TV is such a slippery slope for me. Which is why the only reality TV I watch is the Kardashians. Like, that's enough for me. It's so far removed from me. So, yeah, I know it's a slippery slope, so that's the only one I watch. So, good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is like coming up to 9:15, so I'm just leaving now to go to drowning. You'll just get used to me calling it drowning because that's what we all call it in my family. I'm watching a bit of Mark Ferris as I get ready. But yeah, I've got a towel, got underwear for afterwards. Keys are in the door. And then I'm going to go pop this in the recycling. So it's just a bit big for my bin. I don't have the biggest bins under my sink just because there wasn't enough room. So anything a bit bigger just goes straight into the big recycling bin. So yeah. Off to drown. Just arriving at drowning. And I see my mum's car. So she's here. Been listening to a bit of Taylor Swift. Old Taylor Swift. But yeah, just had tea with my mum at the cafe, and now I've got a package that I need to pick up from mum and dad's house, so I'm going to meet her back there and then pick up some bits at the shops before going back and having a shower. Yay. So I've got my package and I'm just going to have a little look at my old room. Oh wow. Oh, that looks so nice. We've got a new stool. I put a protector on this desk. That used to be mine, that pink thing. Oh, I've got a proper chair here. My niece has claimed this room. Isn't that a gorgeous print? I don't know where they got that from. Yeah. It looks very nice in here. A lot simpler. Yeah, so just leaving the rents. I just popped in for a flying visit. Had a quick cuddle with the cat. The dryer filters, I only had one. So last time my dad was there, he was just like, have you found any spares yet? It was just like, I just need to measure them. So he was like, here you go. So yeah, I just checked they would actually fit. So now I've got two so that I can wash the other one and still be able to use the dryer. All right, so bang on 12 o'clock and I'm back. Just put my shopping away. Oh, my light's fallen off. My little hallway light. Because on the evening, this room is so dark. Alright, I picked up some loo roll. So I'll pop that in the bathroom. That keeps me well stocked for a bit. Take this into the kitchen. Alright, so that's my dryer filters. Let's pop that on there for now. It was cheaper to get the massive washing up liquid rather than two little ones. Because I think the little ones were like 85p and the big one was 95p. It was just like, why would I do anything else? That'll keep me going for a while. Alright, got some bananas. Like the fact that the wonky bananas are cheaper. Wonky banana. Yeah. I've got cheese. I got some corn flour so I can thicken sauces properly now. Because it's one of those things where, and then as you do, I got some sea salt dark chocolate. But I had enough cash to cover all this, so just pop that in the fridge. I've got a sea salt one. I've got sea salt and salted caramel. I've just finished the last salted one, so I think I'll go on to the salted caramel one next. Oh, the sheet needs to go in there. For now, the flour will just have to stay there until I figure out where else I can put it. I need to organise this kitchen. I organised my living room last night, but I feel like the kitchen could be better. It's just my two side bits. Yeah. Oh, I do feel full after my lunch. Alright, shower time. I've just popped a wash on and the kettle on. So you can see I kind of put myself together again. Experimenting with slightly darker eye makeup. Because I used to go really bright, like using blues and greens and all sorts. And then I went into a phase of just using brown. And just brown. And I've got a few black ones that I've been thinking, like, I need to find a way to use these up. So sometimes I use one of those like really thin brushes to kind of use them as like almost a liner of sorts, like an eyeliner. Haven't done that today. I've just got a black eyeshadow that I've then used kind of like a beigey kind of colour just to mix it, blend it, I can never find the right words, with a little sparkle in the corner, and then using up the eyeliner. So how does the dark look on me is the question. I'm using it up and making it work. Got the kettle on. I think that's the kettle just doing, so I can have a cup of tea and something nice, because I've got nice things in my fridge that my parents got me. Got these little lemon sandwiches that are so nice. I think I might have one of those with my cup of tea. I'm about halfway through season 2 of Not Dead Yet. It is called Not Dead Yet. I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's Not Dead Yet. And then that's it. So it feels very different from book 2. I knew it was going to be, considering how they changed the character of the roommate, because in the books he's older and has kids, and they've kind of aged everybody down a little bit. It's just like, I feel like the main characters are more in their mid-30s than their 40s, which is how it is in the book. But I'm enjoying it, and it's funny. And Brad Garrett playing her boss and the big boss in it. I love Brad Garrett. He is so good. He is so funny. Yeah, as I said, I found my slippers. I found the other slipper after praying to the borrowers, because that's what I do when things go missing, because, yeah, after praying to the borrowers, it turned up in my pyjama box. Wasn't expecting to have it there, but yeah, I've realised that I might want to invest in an iron at some point. I think you can get foldable ones, because there was the idea that with this here, where my boiler is, I've got some storage on top of the washing machine. I think you can get ones that you can like mount to the wall. So what would happen is it would come out and then I could fold it down. Could be an idea. I have not attached the bottom of my Hoover back onto the Hoover since I tried hoovering up the porridge. That was a stupid idea, yeah, it just got all a bit gross, but I did give it a really good clean and it looks so much better. So I think I've still got a couple of videos that I need to film and edit. But as I said, you know, I'm all caught up on season 6 of Criminal Minds now. And I'm now gone to Not Dead Yet. Just pop you down while I put the milk in my tea. And then I think I'm going to go to private practice. And then I've randomly started watching Casey Undercover, the Zendaya Disney show. And it's funny. I like Zendaya. So yeah, that'll be my light in between some of the dark things that I'm watching. Lemon things. My lemon sandwich. Where's my lemon sandwich? Where have they gone? Oh, they're up there. They're from Morrison's, the best lemon sandwiches. And then with that, they also got me Caramel Millionaires. So, yeah. I need a plate. I need a plate to my sandwich, and my fridge is going to beep at me. It doesn't like being open for very long. There we go. I did realise there was something else that I needed that I didn't buy and I forgot about. I have no idea what it was. Oh, I just need to find somewhere to store the flour so that it doesn't explode everywhere. It might be a case of figuring out the spaghetti situation. To be fair, with the spaghetti that's there, technically it probably could get cooked off, couldn't it? And I could put it in something else. Yeah, I just need to figure out what I'm doing with that. What was it? There was something that I was just like, oh, I'm going to need more of that. I've got plenty of bin liners. There's laundry capsules. To be honest though, I don't put laundry on that often. I let it build up over a couple of days. But I've got like half a box. So I'm going to need more of them at some point. So I'm just covering my camera with my thumb. But yeah, this is going to be such a long vlog. I've decided I'm going to listen to Life of a Showgirl today. Because I haven't listened to it. I have been on a bit of a Taylor Swift kick recently. I think it's because Showgirl came out, but I haven't actually listened to the whole album yet. Obviously, I've listened to Fate of Ophelia because that was the first single. And I've heard bits of Wood because of that damn squirrel on TikTok. He's all doing all the boot shaking. It's just like... And then I like one squirrel video. It's Nutella the squirrel. And then I find out about another squirrel. And I think there's one that there's a badger. I've ended up on a really strange side of TikTok, but I don't mind. But yeah, I'm going to listen to that album today. I am going to. I promise. So I was on the out, so I got to read 120 pages of my book tonight. I'm a fast reader, what can I say? But yeah, it's only an hour long instead of the hour 15 that we thought it was going to be. So yeah, but I am on level 8 at the car park, so I'll see how long it actually takes for me to get out. I did listen to Life of a Showgirl on the way in. Managed to listen to the whole album. I actually enjoyed it. It's the song Cancelled that reminds me of I Did Something Bad, and I really like I Did Something Bad off Reputation. That was the album that kind of got me into Taylor Swift. Is this going to come to life for me? So I can set up my music. Little mix going on there. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. So the other album that I haven't listened to is Tortured Poets Department. So let's get that on. And let's just listen to that in order. There we go. So yeah. It is 9 o'clock and I'm home. I have spent the last 5 minutes trying to figure out if I can back into my parking space because I haven't done that yet. But it's just awkward because my parking space isn't straight at the back. It's curved and there's a hedge. So it's the hedge that annoys me because it's the hedge that my parking sensors are on alert for. And yeah, it's just basically I've realised that it is so much easier for me to drive straight in. But there's always somebody on my left-hand side, but there hasn't been anybody on my right-hand side because nobody's in that flat at the moment. Yeah. But basically, I have managed to back into the space, but I really can't be doing that in the future. I think just driving into it is the easiest because I can see what's either side. When I'm backing in, I can't figure out for the life of me what my parking sensor is reacting to in regards to the hedge and the curve of the slight built-up wall underneath it. It's, as I said, it's not a wall. It's like it's not even that big. But yeah, it's so much easier to see it when I'm driving in as opposed to figuring out what on earth my parking sensors are reacting to when I'm backing into it. So yeah. Anyway, just thank you so much. I will say that I did enjoy the new Taylor Swift album. I don't know what my favourite song is yet, but I do think that The Fate of Ophelia is a good first song and first single. But I do like Cancelled. It is definitely giving me I Did Something Bad vibes, and I really like I Did Something Bad. So yeah, I think I did something bad, but why does it feel so good? Yeah, anyway, I'm going to wind down now and go to bed, and yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and then I will see you next time with another video. Stay safe. Bye-bye.